production of sodium chloride infusion. I, as the head of Quality Control QC department, responsible to approve or reject the starting material and finished product, evaluate batch record, approve specification, instruction, and check maintenance QC of production of sodium chloride infusion, start for the starting material until the finished product. The most important thing in QC is documentation. For every procedure, there is checklist to ensure the QC of the product. Okay, so now let's go to the formulation area.
Good afternoon. I am Shamira, the head supervisor at this formulation area. Basically, sodium chloride infusion is prepared in different concentrations. It can be hypotonic, isotonic, or hypertonic to body fluid, and each of these different concentrations is used to treat different disease conditions. Today, I am going to show you a brief and simple demonstration on how sodium chloride infusion is formulated and prepared. Okay. First, we need to wear sterile glove, protective cap, and also face mask. So these are all the apparatus and materials needed, but we only need two ingredients in this formulation. First is sodium chloride crystals. Second is water for injection. For your information, for sodium chloride that is formulated for infusion purpose, there is no antimicrobial preservatives needed. So today I am going to prepare sodium chloride infusion that has concentration of 0.9% weight to volume, which is isotonic to our body fluid. Since I want to prepare 500 ml of the solution, I will need 450 gram of the sodium chloride crystal. First of all, we need to dissolve the sodium chloride crystal in sufficient amount of water. After all the sodium chloride crystals has dissolved completely, this solution is transferred to a 500 ml volumetric flask. More water for injection will be added so that the volume will make up to 500 ml. After that, this solution must be mixed so that the ingredients is mixed equally. Now, I already prepared 500 ml of sodium chloride infusion that has concentration of 0.9% weight to volume. So basically, that's how the formulation and preparation of sodium chloride infusion is done. Thank you.
For the formulation step, I already approved based on the requirement of the quality control. Now, let's proceed to the sterilization step of the sodium chloride infusion.
Hi, my name is Husna. So basically, there are 3 sterilization methods involved in the manufacturing procedures of sodium chloride infusion. So let's go one by one. In this section, I will show you the procedures to carry out the sterilized filtration. First step, we need to wipe our bench with 70% ethanol to ensure a clean area. After that, I will take the solution prepared in the production area. By using the syringe, I will suck up the solution. Next, I will use the filter membrane of size 0.45 micrometer. This is the sterilized filter membrane. apply it on the tip of the syringe and push on the syringe to allow the solution to pass through the filter membrane. This filtration step is repeated once again by using a smaller filter membrane size with a 0.22 micrometer pore size. After filtration, the filtrate will be filled into a 550 milliliter type 1 glass bottle. Next, we go to the next step. Next, I will show you the second sterilization method involved in the production. This is a steam sterilization method by using an autoclave. We need to remove the lid first. We have to ensure that the water level inside the autoclave is sufficient enough to produce the heat. Then, we load the bottle inside the autoclave. After we load the product, now it's time to run the machine. We just need to press on the start button and the machine will start to operate it automatically. During the operation, the first step is air will be sucked out from the autoclave. This is to prevent any interference in the heat transfer process. The removed air will be replaced with steam. Then, the steam will be heated until it reaches a temperature of 121 degrees Celsius. The temperature will be maintained for 15 minutes and this is when the sterilization cycle will begin. After that, the process will be allowed to cool down. The steam will be released and replaced with air. After the system is completely operated, there will be a sign and the product is now sterilized. Now we go to the third step, which is preparation of water for injection. Thank you. The third and the last sterilization method involved in the manufacturing of sodium chloride infusion is the preparation for water for injection. There are three phases involved in these procedures, which are pre-treatment, water treatment, and distillation phase. We are going to look into each one of them and we'll start with the first one, pre-treatment phase. In pre-treatment phase, the potable water will first undergo multimedia filter to remove all the large particulates of sizes 15 micrometer to 50 micrometer out from the water stream. The one that can pass through the filter will remain within the water stream. Next, the water is softened by using ion exchange resin to remove all the calcium and magnesium ions from the water source. This is because calcium and magnesium ions may bind to another ions and leave a possibly hazardous hard scale on the surface of equipment. This condition will disrupt the process of pre-treatment phase. Then, the water is further filtrated under adsorption and cartridge filtration, and at this stage, only water, salt, and dissolved organic materials will remain within the water stream. Water treatment is the second phase in the preparation of water for injection. This phase starts with reverse osmosis process. This process works by applying a higher pressure than the osmotic pressure onto the feed water to move the water molecule from this region into this region through a semi-permeable membrane. Normally, water will move from a region with low concentration of solute into a region with high concentration of solute. However, in this reverse direction, the water will now move from a region with a high concentration of solute into a region with a low concentration of solute. This collected water might contain some dissolved ionic materials, bacterials, parasites, and virus as well. Next, this collected water is undergo mixed bed ion exchange, whereby the ions such as sodium ions and chloride ions are exchanged for hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ions to form water molecules. Then, the water is subjected to UV light radiation to kill all the bacteria and parasites and also virus that is still viable within the water source. Lastly, in distillation phase, the water is bring to a boil until 100 degrees Celsius. The vapor produced will be condensed and collected into another pipeline. The collected condensed vapor is the one being used as water for injection. This process separates the pure water from dissolved ionic materials and non-volatile organic materials, and the remaining bacterial endotoxins are being destroyed as well due to high temperature being used. That's all for preparation of water for injection. Thank you.
If there is any shortfall, failure or inconsistency, appropriate action must be taken. Then, initiate rapid assessment. Based on the result of the assessment and standard operating procedure, implement the correction to the production. Then, monitor the sample against specification, standard or key performance indicator (KPI) and evaluate the performance. Then, the production must undergo continuous assessment. After the sterilization step, the sodium chloride infusion will be packed in the carton and sent to the hospital.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Raza. So now I will show you the clinical setting for administration sodium chloride infusion. So let's go. Hi guys. So this is basically the setup for the administration of sodium chloride infusion. So this is IV pump and this is the bottle that contains sterile sodium chloride infusion. So right now I have a patient and she is having dehydration. So in order to hydrate her back, so I need to transfer 500 ml of sodium chloride infusion to her. So basically what happened, this is sterile pipe, so I need to insert this sterile pipe into this bottle through this rubber seal. I have to press this IV chamber. I have to press it until the solution of sodium chloride infusion fill it by half, and then the solution will run through this tube until the roller clamp. So basically, this roller clamp is used in order to regulate the flow of fluid. So, which is by using pressure or gravity. So the fluid will flow through this tube until this end. So at this point, what we need to do is that we have to let the fluid to flow through this tube for a while. This is because we need to remove air bubbles in order to prevent any air emulsion. Now we have to connect this tube with the IV catheters. So after that, we just need to inject to the cephalic vein of this patient. So that is the basic things in order to administer sodium chloride infusion. Thank you.